Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2026 Bumpty Open. Cards of the Heart here with you. My broadcast partner, thebfin314, has taken leave to actually do his first match of the day. It is our semifinal matchup. It's 2 versus 3. It's the thebfin314. It's FFR Pro 21. These two always play each other really close when we get to this point. They are playing all on the hard level for this match, and we will get these two ready to start their game one in very short order. Our timers are counting down on racetime.gg, where we record all of our tournament race results, and our game one between these two titans of the scene is about to begin. I believe this is running back a rematch of the Lakitu Open from a couple of weeks ago, where FFR Pro actually took that match and then went on to defeat me in the finals in order to take down that title. Although I think last time it was a popcorn level pick format of easy through V hard. This time it is all hard mode, and these players definitely know how to play this level very well. They both have very big personal bests, very fast personal bests, and they both know how to get fairly aggressive with the combo and chain sends. Beefin maybe trying to do a little bit too much there, is going to get left with an 18-second Bumpty to, I believe, 15 for FFR Pro. These foes definitely want you to send a little bit of garbage. Usually 6 lines will do. So 4 chain, couple lines of combo garbage, a 3 chain, even more lines of combo garbage. You might see the remaining players go for either one of those strategies. Although maybe Ty will want to make the chains bigger, as he usually wants to do. But it's going to take like a 3 chain or a 4 chain to beat all of these opponents. I don't think FFR wanted that 5 chain, but this will certainly be enough to keep Wiggler busy for a 13. Beefin needing a follow-up attack to take care of his own Wiggler in 17, falling a little bit behind the 8 ball, but it is still very early in this level. 12 stages, never know what can happen from here. There's a little 4 chain, a 6 combo on the end of that. Lots of combos for FFR, and it was barely enough for the 13. 13-second pace will generally be very good. Beefin didn't quite get the attack he wanted in time. Actually held up a little of his combo garbage in order to follow up. He's going to settle for a 23 there. Like, it's just a matter of inches when you get to players of the highest level like these two here. You just never know what sort of micro mistake will lead to something disastrous. There's basically no margin for error when players like these play. You absolutely need to be on your game in order to win. These two are among the most consistent in our community. Okay, Blarg. Okay, game. You can't be giving Blarg that chain in the 2nd tier. There's just no way to play around that. Like, we need to make combos. You telling us to not make combos to make that thing possibility? Okay. Okay, well, Beevin's had to deal with a few of those in this run, and it's led to a full stage lead for our 3 seed, for our defending Lakitu Open champion, for our defending Pokemon Puzzle League major champion. FFR has definitely gotten his chops and learned the ropes over 10 plus years of speedrunning these games. And he's being rewarded again with another 6-line attack onto Raphael. 12 seconds. This is going to be a 4:24 cave entry. That is obscene. Getting under 4:30 into the cave puts you in prime position for a sub 7. And if sub 7 is going to be what it takes to defeat someone with the caliber of FFR Pro today, then I don't know if either me or Ty would have any sort of chance. Let's see if Beefin can do anything to make sure it doesn't come to that. Seems like the movement has not been as crisp as it usually is. That stage needing a lot more than usual definitely is not helping. That's going to be a 27. That cave entry is going to be in the 520s. Definitely cannot be pleased with that. Oh, 10 seconds contested too. Pointing at Beef for 10 more dollars in beef bucks. I believe it was $10, or was it 5? Either way, Beefin just lost a little money for his prize pool incentive. But FFR Pro absolutely going for the throat here. That's an 8! That's an 8! FFR Pro's Kamek! What in the world is this? This is quite the run that FFR Pro is on right now. What kind of time could he end up getting here? Going with a 4 chain. Is that going to be enough? And it is for an 11! Like, forget the 12 that Beef had just got on Piranha Plant. I believe FFR Pro 21 just got a new PB. I believe that 626 beats FFR's best hard time by 2 seconds. Are you kidding me? Just happens to, I believe that time. Yeah, I don't need to check the tape on that. That actually leapfrogs me for 3rd place on the leaderboard too. Are you serious? That is an absurd time. What an absurd time to get in a race. Now I need to check, like, what's the fastest hard time anyone not named Yoshi has gotten in a race? Oh, you know what? That's a race time record. That is an all-time race record too. Like, even Yoshi had only pulled out a 628. And I actually had a 627 before that, which is my current PB. Now FFR Pro gets a personal best in a race with a 626. Beefin is done at 748. But what do you do to play around that? What in the world do you do to play around the time that FFR Pro just got? Like, that is going to be enough for star number 1. But if this is the level that FFR is going to bring to today's matches, Beefin has a lot of looking inward he needs to do to figure out how to get through this. So we'll give some time to figure that out, and then we will bring you game 2 right on the other side. Here we are with game 2. FFR Pro is operating at peak efficiency here, getting that personal best in game 1. Can he possibly repeat that and nail the coffin to the rest of this match? We are about to find out with this game too. I can't say the combos were there for what FFR wanted there, but he does avoid the garbage clear when Beefin does not, and FFR will be drawing first blood. The consistency that FFR shows throughout the history of these tournaments gets a bit on the crazy side. That cursor speed is definitely something to watch. It has very few peers in the community. When he is on, he seemingly cannot be caught. One thing you might need to worry about with FFR's play, he might try to go for too much. Even with that Bumpty, he had a chain that he inexplicably dropped. And he might end up going for a little bit too much at times. Like it sure looks like he doesn't have problems with that when he's able to make some of the chain sequences that he is able to make. But neither player getting the Poochie that they were looking for in that stage. That was an opportunity for Beefin to make up a lot of time. So that's about a 5-second lead for FFR Pro at this moment. So many 4 combos from FFR Pro, including an 8 combo in that. That's not stacking all that well, but Wiggler's out of position, and that'll be enough for a 14. Beefin deals with another garbage clear. I forget if this is how the Lakitu Open meeting started, but it seems like FFR has really changed things since his last season performance. Okay, Froggy, you can kind of stop now. FFR is not stopping, so 9 lines will be enough to win in 18 seconds. Beefin needed 8 lines for his Froggy. Still not having it done in time. Settling for a 23. Seems like, as Beefin would put it, he's been going for exactsies and has been falling a little bit short in that regard. That is a very low blarg, though. I don't think FFR could have played around that at all. Still going to get a 19 out of that. Still going to advance out of the first half first, but an 11 from Beefin's blarg will definitely up those spirits just a little bit. It's almost 5 seconds still in FFR's favor. These next 2 opponents might cause a little bit of trouble. Okay, I think FFR couldn't decide how he wanted to make the 8 combo, and either way it would have been fine. So he's going to get hit with multiple garbage clears. Beefin's going to be done at 17. So FFR's steam has cooled off a little bit, and Beefin is right on his tails as a result. Both players still looking at well under 5 minutes for their cave entry. FFR going up to a 5 chain with the combos lacking, and it's still not enough. Beefin has enough for Raph, though, and Beefin will be first into the cave. FFR is right there, though. That's a 444 entry for Beefin. FFR will get 450 flat, roughly thereabouts. So the lead is Beefin's for now, and Beefin is definitely finding some creative combos in the chain, even cutting off the chain to make sure everything falls, but a couple more lines. There we go. There's a 13. Beefin is keeping up some sort of aggression in the end game. FFR here with a 15 on that hook bill. What will Piranha Plant do to Beefin? There's definitely like some sort of 8-4 thing. Oh, it's going 6-4. I find myself going for that 8 combo in the middle way more. Oh! Piranha Plant gets to that garbage clear in time. And FFR making some fancy swaps to try and get the chain built quicker. Gonna settle for a 12. Imagine settling for a 12-second time. Kind of crazy. But FFR has about a 5-second deficit going into the final 2 stages. This is match point against Beefin. Beefin needs this to stay alive in the match. And 9 seconds! Contestant 1. What was that smell? That was quite the smelly performance from Kamek there. And that could be just what Beefin needs to even up this match. Oh, that garbage clear. Probably going to do FFR in. Now, Beefin's chain's getting broken up a little bit, so he's finding some combos. And an 11-second Bowser to close it out. The thebfin314 gets his revenge with a 652. And that will be enough to take game 2. Well played from Beefin in the second half of that run. That was just what he needed. And FFR is going to finish with a 13 at the end for a 722. 30-second separation. But that's not much of a separation for these stages. That's 2.5 seconds a stage. That is definitely not a comfortable one. So we'll get these players ready for their game 3. We're getting another decider. This tournament has been full of deciders, and we're here to bring you another one right on the other side of this YouTube break. Our players are ready and raring to go. They are itching to get this game 3 going. Winner will move on to the finals to play V-Hard for the title of Bumpty Open Champion. And our players are off to start this game 3. We'll see how our players will be able to construct their chains of 6 lines or so to win. FFR gets hit with a garbage clear. Beefin does not. So Beefin will start with the first strike. A 12 Lakitu to FFR's 15. You can see what kind of style that these players are going for. And Beefin, on the other hand, not sure what he's going for. Light combos means a 5 chain needs to come down. That will be sure to take care of it in 17 seconds. FFR gets the attack he wants at the beginning and gets enough for a 13. So we are basically in a dead heat after 2 stages. But from the years of experience playing this game and playing this mode, these two generally know that 6 lines will be enough to beat most of these opponents, although this Poochie's going down to row 4 for Beefin. That's going to lose him a little bit of ground. FFR Pro gets another sub 15 second stage. But all that downstacking from Poochie is just not that common at this level. And both of these players definitely know how to integrate many 4 combos and 5 combos within their chains. That is generally what it's going to take in order to trounce these foes quickly. They don't really move that fast at the beginning, and until stage 11 Kamek, they don't know how to set up chains either. They generally will go left to right looking for matches with some tendency to make combos. Also a tendency for FFR to make combos. Again, maybe going for something a little bit unoptimal and falling a little bit short on the execution of that. So he's going to deal with the garbage clear for a while. Beefin's going to deal with the garbage clear for a while. Beefin needing to raise his stack to get some more ammo. Just reloading, as it were. 27 for Beefin, 25 for FFR Pro. And it is FFR Pro with about a 4-second lead. And once again, bunch of 4 combos from FFR Pro. That Pokemon Puzzle League speedrunning experience definitely coming in to fruition. But Beefin, with a much more cooperative Blarg, he gets an 11-second stage 6. We'll enter the second half at 3:27. A 3 chain in the second tier. A little lag chain from FFR's Blarg. That is definitely not what FFR needs to see right now. FFR will be entering the second half at 3:47, about 20 seconds back. Beefin had a little bit of a hiccup with Lunchfish, but still manages to take him down in 15. FFR finds some 5 combos all over the place. Gonna go up to a 5 chain here. Lunchfish is low enough for it. Barely gets in the 12. Well done. That will make up a few seconds on Beef. Alright, Beefin setting up another 3 chain. It's going to get down just in time for Raphael to hit him with a garbage clear. So, with all that resolving, that's going to finish in at 21. That 9 combo from FFR at the end of that chain. I'm not sure I would have needed to make the chain that big, and FFR might get punished for it. So, Beefin is well under 5 minutes heading into the cave. FFR Pro gets hit with just under 5 minutes. Even taking the time to 7, 8 combo to follow up on this chain. He doesn't need it. That's a 12. Alright, let's see if Beefin's feeling it. He did declare that he was going to win all of these at the end of last season. He might be in a position to win his first one. That's an 11 from FFR's Hook Bill. So he's not going to lose too much ground there. And nice little lag 4 chain from Beefin to deal with Plant. This might be enough for a 14, 13 even. Okay. Okay. Like times under 15 seconds are what we are looking for. Man, FFR took a lot of time to figure out how to start that chain. This 4 chain might be fine, although that's a very low Plant, gets that garbage clear. That might be the biggest problem an FFR gets throughout this run. 25 for the Plant. Beefin stacks the combos on top and gets a 14. So once again, our 2 seed has a shot at a sub 7. You have had to get a sub 7 throughout this match in order to win. Both players are showing that in spades. Okay, FFR's chain on Kamek drops a little bit. Hopefully that follow-up will be enough for him. But Beefin is here on the final stage. Gonna get a 5 chain to make sure of it. And Bowser swaps out of a chain, and the Beefin314 takes it. Gonna officially clock in with a 650. He's gonna make his statement. Like, you got a personal best? Well, I'm gonna throw out 2 of my best and see if you can keep up. And for FFR Pro, that answer was no. The steam kind of went off at the end after that personal best, but what a match. What a match from those two. FFR Pro finishing at a 7:21. Respectable times all from these races. But Beefin found another gear after getting hit with that personal best cheese. So by a time of 650 to 721, it is the thebfin314 taking home game 3 and the win. I can't say I was expecting the match to turn that way when FFR got that PB. That was crazy on all counts. It took sub 7 minutes to win each and every race. Good thing we're not playing the finals in hard mode. Wow. That is absolutely amazing. Time to make the result official. It was a close one, but this time it is the thebfin314 coming out on top. No, he's got some words for Bowser. That's what Beefin did. Basically, the entire match just kick into punch Bowser's head in. Beefin did what he needed to do after that game 1, and just like that, it is the thebfin314, the first into our finals. And boy, oh boy, I'm about to have my hands full with Ty on the other side of this break. So we'll see how much I can get ready for that. We'll see how much Ty is ready. And I expect we'll have Beefin in the booth to bring you that match. So this tournament is about to get its hypest, and it's not quite over. It is not quite over, and we could see even more hype as we get down to our final 2 matches. So it's time for me to finally take the stage and take on Ty on the other side of this break. So don't go away. You are watching the Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2026 Bumpty Open.